So we're going on a little bit of a trip down memory lane. So for the month of October, I've decided that we're going to go down a little memory lane trip. And that is, we're going to go and look back at some of the original Block World servers and some of my original worlds. And I'd like to thank Matt for the idea, Raving Platypi. I'd like to thank him because he said that he talked about possibly putting up the original Nebula server to go and do a little bit of a world tour and show off what it was before we were in the world that we're in now. And when I saw that, I was like, you know what? I recently did a little, world or a little rollback and everything like that. But yeah. So for people who don't know, for the last 11 years, I'd say, I've run my own small server, or at least small group of, friends. And I've called it Block World ever since. And this right here, this is the original first ever world. This is the first ever Minecraft world that I loaded, and this was the first world that started with 4 people. It was me, Sean, who is a moderator now, and one friend of mine, Danny, who I'm not even friends with him anymore, and my cousin. That was the 4 of us who started, and more people joined as time went on. But this is the first ever Block World server. Now, I'm just going to say this. This was built back when the Xbox 360 edition came out, which we're right now in the Xbox One. I have moved the world over from Xbox 360 and put it on here at some point. I don't know if I put Season 2 on here, because I'd like to go and look back through Season 2. But this is it. As you can see, very reminiscent of me building with dirt. Very reminiscent with that. Let's just go back to where it started. Right over here. And this was a genius plan. So this actually isn't my first world. My first world is long gone because I didn't have enough storage on my 360 at the time. So I had to delete that world, buy a hard drive, and then restart. And this is where I started. This actually used to not be connected. I'm pretty sure. Yep, right here. You can see where I connected the land back together. So I thought, I'll live on an island because I had an issue with creepers blowing me up. And as you can see, keep out. That was a thing for me back then. I have since moved out of this house. So I really didn't do much, but yeah, this is my first ever little base that I did. Now, it was originally made out of dirt. I did come back later on and rebuilt it. As you can see, there's some lingering dirt of what I used, but yeah, this was the first ever little house. Ow, my defense mechanism. I think in the back here there was a little fireplace? Yeah, but the fire's gone. I think I took it out. Had a little farm. I'm just going to point out, this is why I don't want to build a boat, because I just can't build a boat. And Andrew's going to teach someone a lesson. Okay. Basically, me and Andrew were just on playing some fucking Among Us, and now he's going to teach someone a lesson. Well, we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, over here it used to be an ugly lighthouse, but I have fixed it since. I think over here, I thought there was tornadoes in the game, so I made these little underground shelters all over the place, which just turned out that that was a mod for Java Edition Minecraft and not for Xbox 360. So yeah, I was pretty stupid about that. This was one of my homes that I built. This was my second home that I built, and I gave it to one of my friends, and this is what happened when we added prank rules. And this place was actually really cool because I had, whatchamacallit, I had like this all made up and everything of like look under the ocean. This was so terrible of me. And look at me getting fancy with interior. By the way, remember this was built back before like there was hunger even in the game, so there's not gonna really be that much shit that I could have done. There's no bed here. Go and sleep. I think there's a bed in here. Yep, there we go. Alright, well, to move on, up here is where I started to build a little village. Oh, I remember this place. Yeah, I remember that place. That's where I died a lot. Over here is a little village that I actually started to build, which... I started to redo it, and just never got done with it. Oh, this is how you can tell it's an old world. Just because of the doors. Oh, memory lane. Let me think over here. I built a little park. I put an enchantment room in over here because that's when they added them. This was... I forget what this was supposed to be. But it was built out of dirt, so that means I didn't care much about it. I had a little wool creeper. Did I make this solid or was it hollow? Oh yeah, I made it solid. I think over here was a little hotel. There's an arena back here that I started to build but never got done. But here's a little pyramid that I built. Oh, hi. Little hotel. That's how you can tell. Look at how far I've come from building here. This was one of my favorite bases. I built it out of dirt, but honestly, I don't fucking care. I love this place. This was one of my most favorite buildings I've ever built. Just because of like how much effort I put into this and how much time I wasted doing this just to live in it for like a little bit before I started to move on. Oh, this place was great. All the memories of getting stuck here at night. Me trying to figure out how to mine and everything out of this house. Oh, I miss it. I miss it dearly. I think I did this so that my wolf could get out, because I think there was a bug with wolves and fences, where they couldn't go through. Over here was a bit of a mob farm that I tried to make, but okay, maybe it works. Here's a barn that I don't think it has anything in it, honestly. No. Yeah, no. There's nothing in here. And as you can see, I was pretty stupid when I built this stuff because wood fence. What? Oh my god. If you played old Minecraft, you know what this is right here. The old stone wood half slabs. Oh, that is great. And then, yeah, as I expanded, I did this little boardwalk, I did a beach. I think all the wall stuff was done way after I moved out of here. I came back here and did a little bit of work for a little while. But there was like little mini games. I did parkour. There was a very strange shooting range that I tried to do. And here's your proof to how I don't know how to do redstone. I didn't even have sticky pistons. Could have made that process a lot easier. But yeah, over here, There's a tunnel that got blown up by a creeper. This took me ages to bake, and it's ruined, and I never fixed it. And then over here is where, you know, you saw that I started to actually build shit. And right here's a park. Bit better of a park. Put some wood buildings in. But I don't think they had floors. No, they did not have floors. I think they had basements though. Did they? Starts of basements. Maybe the next one did. Is there anything in here? I think I lived in one of these for the longest time too. I think this one is the one I lived in. Yeah, you can tell. Maybe I lived here? Oh yeah, this is the one that I lived in. My pool table idea. They make it look like the green turf that's on a pool table. People might actually find that smart. But yeah, then I had all kinds of buildings out here. There's, I think, one of the last dirt buildings I built before I built this. And then, this is how you know I was a Skydoes Minecraft fan. Because this is Sky-Hub, which is probably the one base that like a bunch of my friends know me for building. Because I built this because I was tired of getting blown up all the time. And you know that because right down there is a giant crater. But yeah, oh, I haven't been in this place in so long. Now, of course, over the years, it's been rebuilt and everything. I think this is the only original room. Hold on. The glitch chests. Are they still a thing? No, they got fixed at some point. But yes, the glitch chests. You know, you can tell at points I did cheat in this world. There were points. There were like 3 or 4 different, whatchamacallit, there were like 3 or 4 different versions of this world, and this is the only one that has survived to this day, so. Oh, man, and then up here I had my farms. I did all of this because I wanted something to live out of that I didn't have to leave. And this was it. And this is how you know I didn't know much about Minecraft because there's no water. But I put water sources up here. For what reason? I don't know. But yeah, this was probably one of my best bases that I built in the game. I miss it dearly. Then back here, it's just more houses and a nether portal because we did have a nether hub. The nether no longer works, so I completed this. And I made a little statue in the center. I think that was supposed to be a grave. Down here was a boat launch, and this is another old Minecraft trick. If you didn't want to lose your boats, you put soul sand. I think there might still be boats here. Ah, there are, actually. I'm pretty sure the boat trick doesn't work anymore, but yeah. I'm not going to go that way because there's nothing really important, and that was just a server thing that we had to do back in the day. I should go this way, actually, because there's a house that I worked very hard to build out here. Oh my god, the boats handle like ass cheeks on a controller. Oh, this is me trying to go straight. Oh, what the fuck was that? See? Boats handle like ass. So here's a house that I built. Oh, there's a giant hole in the side. When did that get there? Or was that intentional? Yep. Still stone. I love it how there's jungle grass here. Oh, this was fresh! What the hell? Well, I don't know why that's there. But up here, this is a house that I worked effortlessly to build. There's a witch somewhere. So obviously this is where you can start to tell that, oh, I'm starting to put a bit more effort into my buildings. And this is how you can tell I didn't know about the fire tick. There's a fireplace, but no fire. There might be stuff here still. Yeah, there's still stuff. My disorganized ass. Actually, is there any better food? Where we're going next is gonna have way better food, but waiting for it to turn night. I saw it, yeah, the sun's going down. But just as a FYI, this might be a very long video because there's a lot. Well, no, I think we're actually almost halfway done. I don't think there's much more to show outside of this. I could show the bakery and Sean's base. I don't know if there's a real point to. But, you know, I'm gonna go towards that bridge because that's the this is the base that I put the most effort into, and you can tell just by how much I built. Yeah, this bridge over here is what I did for to get to my new base. Actually, not a bad bridge when I think about it. But again, you can tell. It's definitely old. Is it hollow? It is. It's made out of slabs. I must have built this when I started to actually figure out some tricks in this game. Oh. Get here. No. Bad. But, yeah. Over here, it's my best base. I never really connected it with a path. But there was going to be stuff out here. Never got it done because I played on this world a lot after we moved on from it went to season 2. So not all this was built in the same time period. This world was built up over a few years. Oh yeah, the fountain that never got done. The ultimate storage room never got done. I remember trying to do this. But then yeah, it's just another way how you can tell this is old. There was only 3 types of wood in the game. But I made a little tree base. It's actually fairly well done for old Minecraft. And this is a testament that I don't know how to build trees. Because this is fucking terrible. I hate this tree so much. And, of course, I had a little tree farm. And there's only 3 types of trees. Here's a little, some automated farms that I built. Which, I remember building these when I was sick and home from school one day. And later on, I came back to try and make them, you know. Or make all of them automated. I think most of them are. Yeah, most of them are automated. Do I have melons in here? I should. Oh! Just give it all to me. But yeah, this was a little farm area I made. There was a boat dock that I proceeded to block off with another building that never got used. This was supposed to be like a furnace house, I think. This was a helicopter pad. No clue why I built a helicopter pad, but I built a helicopter pad. Oh yeah, I put a little zoo in over here. Was there animal? There was animals. I did actually get animals in here eventually. Yeah, I made this double high so then wolves couldn't get in and kill the sheep. But I put a pressure plate so then the... Wow, am I stupid. What? Well, that's a broken nether portal. Here was another shooting range that I made. I think I did this with Sean. How the fuck do I get off of here? Over here. But yeah, this was my main base that I lived out of for a long time. Ah, this is great. It's actually very fun to go and do. And a basement that I rebuilt like 700 times. Then this is like my main area that I had, the little underground hallway. I remember building this too. This is when they first added stone brick to the game. And the different colored woods. As you can tell, I had fun with that. And this is a storage room that I built. Put a lot of effort into the redstone for this, because I can't do redstone for shit. Down here is a armory, I think? Yeah. This was added way after. I think when enchantments got added to the game. And I think here, this was another secret room that I did. Yeah, this was another secret room. And yeah. I think these last two rooms are just, bullshit, really. Yeah, down here was a slime spawner. This world was made before you could kill the ender dragons, so the end portal's actually right outside here. So, this is one of the cheated-in worlds. I don't know what happened to the original that had no cheats, but it's lost somewhere in time. Yeah, another thing I glitched in, mushrooms. Or cheated in. Mushrooms, here's the portal. Down here was like a mine that I tried to build because I had like all this sand collapse. And over here, this is a home that I built. This was done obviously before there was snow here, but I love this house, honestly. This was a great house. Also me trying to use ice as windows because I loved it way more than the panes because you can see a hell of a lot more out of them. It was supposed to be like another town hall, but this was coming out terrible. Then yeah, that's really it. There's only the bakery and the Sean's base left, but I don't think I have to cover them at all, really, actually. I don't think I need to go to them at all. So, yeah. Hopefully you have enjoyed part 1 to a trip down memory lane. Next time, I'm actually gonna go and look now and try to record that episode as well. And look through Season 2, because Season 2 is when things really developed into a fully functional server. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get one of the seasons that was when everything started to really develop, and we'll go and look through. But hopefully you have enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.